We're live.
And we're together.
We're together.
And I'm playing with my hair. I just can't do it, guys. Teresa's going to look kind of nuts today.
That's a good one.
Right?
That's a good
Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like, wait, I can't even tell. That side just looks like I'm growth. It's okay.
This is curly hair.
Right? Whatever.
Yeah.
You all don't watch us for our hairdos.
It was really hard for me to narrow down to 10 tips.
Right?
Yeah.
I had to delete 4 of them and like prioritize and like put them together.
Yes.
I am so excited.
Me too.
To
This
see
is super fun.
how they're different. Yeah. So I have to pull mine up. I'm a little sticking out.
I think mine are going to be like less medicine than people might think.
And I was like, mine's less, mine has all the stuff that I, right? And it's not all physical. So
probably
I know, oh my
mark
gosh.
it off. Take the 10. Hold on. You can talk.
Well, we haven't started yet. Hi, everybody. We're not, we still got 2 minutes. Yeah, nobody's watching. So we're going to dial in our lists.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be with you in person.
Me too. This is really fun.
This is fun. Okay. So it was funny. I was in a meeting before this one. Yeah. And having a conversation with a business owner who was just saying that they've recognized, shut my son off, they need reflection time. Like they don't reflect, and they don't figure out, like, talking about like how to be able to verbalize your why. Yeah. And he's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. You should think my why would be super obvious. And the superficial why is like, I can get that out, no problem. But when I think about like, is that really it? Yeah. Right. And so I was like, not to give away what I have on my list, but I said the very first thing on my list for health is about the mind and like setting aside time daily for journaling, for self-reflection, for meditation, whichever of those works for you. But I think that is the number one contributor to our health is a healthy mind. And so I got some mind things in there as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Again, the more similarities. No, I know. Guys, we really wanted to provide you something that was more, what is the word for this? Discussion oriented. So that we can fight and not have a problem with it, but unfortunately, or fortunately, keep agreeing. So this is why we're so in such a good partnership. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Well, since it is, we've got technically 1 minute. We've got one person. Oh, we had one person, another guy. But cool. Let's see. So I think it was my person. Okay. One of my peeps. Well, come back. Come back. That's fine. They'll come join us. Well, since it is noon, do you want to kick us off? Yeah, sure. Welcome, everybody, to Blunt and Biased. We are both at Inclusive Natural Medicine today, located in Tempe, though if you Google the zip code, sometimes it technically says Chandler, Arizona, of course. And I'm Dr. Katie Schneller, and this is my partner in crime, Teresa Paganini. Yeah. And I'm a naturopathic physician over here, and I do a ton of gut health, a ton of autoimmunity and general wellness and preventative medicine. And that intro will probably change each time I do it because naturopathic medicine is super broad and there's a lot that I do and love to do. And this is Teresa. Yay! And my intro always changes just because I feel like, getting a phone call, reject. I was like, pardon, I hit my knee on her desk and it started to ring and I was like, oh, come on. I said bye. I wonder if someone's trying to tell us they please don't call us. Oh no. If you are on, let us know if you can hear us. That would be horrible. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Maybe you should get it. Should I get it? I don't know. You can hear how she works the phone. Inclusive Natural Medicine. This is Dr. Schneller. Can I help you? No. Okay. Can I put you, let me just take down their date of birth, but I'm actually on a call right now, so I can't talk for long. What's the date of birth, please? Okay. And first and last name? Okay. And what is your fax number, please? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Sorry about that, team. So professional. Med records. And I guess if you forward the call 3 times, then you
they're just going to keep calling. So.
They're very persistent. It's like collections. They're collecting medical records. Anyway, so I always change my intro just because I feel like different words resonate to different people. So I am Teresa Paganini. I am a certified health coach, a weight management and mindset specialist. And so I help people that struggle with obesity as a result of a disordered relationship with food, typically because they have a disordered relationship with themselves. So I come at weight loss and health from a position of mindset. And I work to develop people's superpower, which is self-love. And as you develop greater self-love, you're willing to do what it takes to love yourself into the lean body that you've always desired. So Dr. Katie and I both have a passion for this, and we come at it, one from a doctor perspective, one from a coach perspective. And we love that we're very similar, but at the same time, those different perspectives, I think, create a full package.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, let's kick it off. So today's theme is top 10 most important, best health tips. If you're going to do anything, do these 10 things. And so hopefully we're trying to like cause a fight today. Hopefully we'll have dissimilar things.
A discussion on why we're different.
Yes. I just like the drama. So
like, we're gonna start mudslinging, girl wrestling with some mud in our lobby. So I do see that we have a few viewers. If you guys, so I asked if you guys would create your own top 10 list. So if you want to say, first of all, say hi, tell us who's watching, and then if you have a top 10 list, tell us what is on, like, what's your number 1 or number 2?
Oh, good.
Yay,
hey, Christina. So good to see you. She's over not in Arizona time, so I'm glad that we made that work. But yeah, anybody on, even if you don't have 10, maybe like your number 1 health tip or something that you do every day.
Yeah, or you think you should do every day,
right.
But maybe you don't.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. There's a lot of shoulds out there, and I think that that'll be something interesting to talk about too. Hey, Gabby. Is that we constantly should on ourselves about what we're supposed to be doing in order to be good people or healthy people or well people. And there's a lot that we don't actually need to do. Should we start?
Let's do it.
Okay, yours is numbered, yeah? Mine's not.
Well, not really numbered. I know I have 10.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to go first?
Exercise and devotion.
Devotion, very nice.
I like it.
Yes,
I like
totally.
It. Gabby, do you have any you want to share? I'm just picking on the names I can see.
Yeah.
And that was Christina, by the way. Thank you, Christina, for sharing. Who do we got? Everybody inclusive?
Yeah, everybody from my page, but it doesn't say who the other one is. Maybe Gabby's typing. Let's go ahead and start.
Yeah.
What's your first one?
So my first one, and I kind of gave it away in my, what did I say when like you don't want to reveal like how the movie ends?
Spoiler?
Spoiler. I gave my spoiler already. So my first one, I think the number 1 thing for health. Ooh, wait, Gabby responded.
Oh, we had a response. Oh. Stretching, mobility, and not being restrictive, but making healthy food choices. Yeah.
Love it.
Totally beautiful.
Love it.
Yes.
Yep. So my first one, and I think the most important one, is mindset health. So my number 1 is daily journaling or self-reflection or meditation, whichever of those allows you to get connected with your center and like your why and staying true to you and your purpose. I think it's very easy with all the noise and the craziness of life to lose that if you don't dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to put yourself back in center.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my number 1, because I think if your mind is right, stress goes away, anxiety goes away, self-doubt goes away, right? You get to be true and authentic to you.
Yeah, totally. And it really does impact health. And that's one of mine too, which is kind of similar, is changing your feelings or your judgment around your vices or your bad habits. It really does make all the difference. So there's this super interesting study that I remember learning in med school, and I was like, that is actually crazy. And the study is that there is a particular group of people drinking milkshakes, like normal sugar, normal milk, it doesn't matter what the flavor was. And then there's another group that's drinking the same milkshake, same amount of sugar, same amount of milk, but they're told that it's a diet milkshake. And because of that, their mindset about milkshake actually changed how their blood sugar responded to the same amount of sugar and the same amount of dairy. Completely crazy. You can literally change your physiology simply by changing your mindset about what you're doing. So if you're going to have a piece of pizza or a piece of cake or whatever it is, just feel good about it. Don't guilt yourself and don't shame yourself, and know that like there's hopefully some nutritional component in there. And if there's not, then, don't be mean to yourself about it, because don't eat it then, if you can't change your mindset.
So a big part of my programs is guilt has no place with food, right? Like if you're gonna hurt someone's feelings, if you are going to physically hurt someone, it's appropriate to feel guilt. Guilt and pizza, guilt and milkshakes don't go together, right? Like it's just food. So the importance we give it absolutely dictates how your body responds. And a lot of my clients, they put themselves in a position of being unable to lose weight because they're so hyper focused on that scale, or I'm not perfect and I had a piece of pizza. And so in their mind, they're not allowed to be successful because they had that pizza.
Right.
And the moment we work past that and we get rid of that barrier, they start to lose weight.
Yeah.
And it is the mind over matter is so true. That's why that's a phrase, I think, because the mind is so powerful.
Yeah, really true. Yeah. And you don't have to be a perfect meditator in order to achieve this. You can do whatever works for you, whether that's walking, whether it's journaling, like Teresa said, whether it is meditation, doesn't matter, just so long as you are doing something to reconnect to yourself every day.
Yeah, I'm a horrible meditator.
Yeah.
I'm a much better journaler. I want to be, as a health coach, and I'm a mindset coach, I really want to say I'm good at meditating, but I do lie.
I don't think anyone's ever good at meditating. I think it's
practice.
Literally just you're a practicer of meditation and of yoga and whatever. What's your second tip?
My second one is something to challenge your brain on a daily basis, whether that is your work, puzzles, debating, right? Like getting into deep thoughts, deep conversations. But I feel like for brain health, it needs to be exercised. It needs to be stretched. So doing something on a daily basis to stretch the mind.
Yeah.
And the brain.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I totally think that's true. Hi. I'll be able to say thank you so much. This is the old owner. It's not,
okay.
They don't go here anymore.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
So I would say that, let's see. Sorry, team, about all the interruptions today. I don't have anything with that specifically, but I know with things like Alzheimer's and dementia, it's super important to get the brain working and moving, and music is actually another one of those really powerful tactics. Just something that balances left and the right brain.
So what's yours then?
I would say
I have the same stuff.
I know, that's the whole point.
Here's the fight you're looking for.
Let's talk about.
What's your second? What do you think is the second most important to health on your list?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I did it in priority really very well.
Well, I didn't either. I'm just curious.
I think another just super important one is to move somehow every day. And this is another one of those don't should on yourself about what you should be doing. And, I'm supposed to be doing high intensity interval training or HIIT or F45 or Orange Theory or whatever it's called wherever you are. You don't have to do that. Just move and do something that you like to do. So that can be walking or swimming or biking. It doesn't matter, just so long as you're moving your body somehow every day.
100%. That is on my list. Movement. And I kind of, I don't know that, for me, almost gentle movement. Gentle movement every single day that's not stressful on the joints, that's not stressful. I believe I have other movement on my list, but daily movement of 20 minutes, I'm exactly with you. I feel like just motion is lotion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get the blood flow.
Yeah.
Get it oxygenated. Awesome.
Yeah. What's your third?
So daily breath work. We generally don't use the mass majority of our lungs. And so I know the first 11 years of my life, I got pneumonia every single year. And then as an adult, I got a lot of bronchitis. And so having healthy lungs is very important. So and I also think, once again, it's very good for mindset. So daily breath work, I do recommend to my clients 1 minute every hour, stopping and doing what I call box breathing. I know it has a variety of.
That was on my list.
I know it's not called box breathing all the time, but my version of what I know of as box breathing, what do you know it as?
6-3-6-3 breathing, but I call it box breathing. You can use whatever numbers you want.
Okay, so box breathing, the way I have it is you inhale for 4, you hold for 4, you exhale for 4, and you hold for 4.
Yeah, I guess mine wouldn't be a box, would it? It'd be a rectangle. So whatever your numbers are.
Rectangle breathing. Breath work. But the slowing down your breath and taking it deeper into your diaphragm, holding it there and creating a level of calm with that held breath, and then slowly exhaling it and then holding that. So doing that for 1 minute calms the adrenal system, calms the stress system, calms the mind, and works the lungs.
Yeah.
So daily breath.
I love it. I used to, at my old location, used to give patients straws. And the reason is because when you inhale and you just you exhale really quick and you're not having controlled exhales, oftentimes you enter into this fight or flight mode, especially if you're not really paying attention. So what forces your body into parasympathetic is if you control your exhale. So if you inhale through your nose, you put the straw to your lips, and then you breathe out only through that tiny little surface area as slowly as you can, it forces you to relax. It's really amazing and excellent for road rage. You just probably look a little cray.
Oh my gosh, so I need to carry a straw in my car.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got serious road rage. No. Okay, so I'm gonna show. I wasn't paying attention. So Christina, I started doing a walking workout on YouTube, and I've enjoyed it more than the HIIT. And we're just, right? Like that gentle movement. It doesn't have to be insane. We turn into an insane extremist society. That's not health.
Yeah.
That's competitiveness. So I love it. Good for you.
Good for you.
Nice job. What's your next one?
I think my next one is, I think, a weight related thing. So my next tip would be that fat is different from inflammation or swelling. So a lot of times patients come to me and they feel like they've gained a bunch of weight, and overnight they'll lose some weight in the morning, and then by the end of the day they'll look pregnant by the end of the day or something like that. And it's not fat always that's doing that, especially not that. If your weight fluctuates that significantly, it's not fat. It is very likely water retention. And so if you're in a state of inflammation, there are a number of things you can do to fix that. Number one, see a naturopathic doctor so we can identify the source of your inflammation so that you don't deal with it ever again. But if, this whole body shaming around weight, it might not be fat, or at least not all fat like you think it is. It could be inflammation. So give yourself a break, I guess, is really my next tip.
And I don't have a tip around that, but I think to add to that, because I love that, is it's something that we say every single live stream, but my version of that is kind of doing a body scan, being self-aware about your body and recognizing, hey, I am feeling a definite level of bloat. So then start paying attention. What's causing that? What am I eating? What am I doing? And start paying attention. And don't just go straight to shame. Mm-hmm. Shame serves no purpose. There is no positive outcome to shame. Mm-hmm. Nothing fixes with shame. No. Whereas instead, if we were to become observers, if we were to become learners, and instead go, hey, there is this issue. For example, my lower back has been aching lately. Okay, so what's different? My belly is bloated. Okay, so what's different? I'm not going to the bathroom. Okay, what's different? So self-scanning, raising your awareness of self, and not doing it from a place of judgment, mm-hmm. but a place of solution, mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
I think that's my version of that.
Yeah.
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 No, I like that.
Yeah. Was that your other tip?
I know I didn't have that, but I think that's great. I love it. No, my next one was hydration. I really feel like we need to make sure we're hydrated and keeping hydration as a priority, right? Cheers.
Mine's coffee, actually, so it's dehydrating.
It's liquid.
So
I think hydration is important.
Yeah.
Some people are great at it. Some people are take hydration as a competitive sport, and they walk around with their gallon jugs, and they're trying to have 3 gallons a day. Guys, more is not better. More is not better. And hydration, in my opinion, and you're a naturopath, I respect your opinion more than my own, but hydration is personal. Mm-hmm. I can tell you, and those of you that know me know my story, I battled anorexia. And when I was young and I was anorexic, I probably had a maximum of 8 ounces of water per day. I barely drank anything. I barely ate anything. But as a result of that, I believe it is much easier for me to get to a hydrated state without having to drink half my body weight in ounces of water. And my urine is clear. And that's what I look at. My urine is clear. I'm not struggling with a sense of thirst. And once again, I'm paying attention to myself. And I look at my urine every time I pee. And I'm like, oh, that's yellow. Let's drink. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's clear. I'm good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so just making it a priority and understanding you don't have to drink copious amounts of water to be hydrated. My mother, who has struggled with congestive heart failure, her doctor was, and my mother used to drown herself in water, and he was like, you are drowning yourself in water. Stop drinking so much water. It is not the end all be all. It is one element of health.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It dilutes things that are going on. Having said that, I do encourage my patients as a general rule of thumb, which is something on my list, to drink half your weight in ounces of water. But it is person dependent, and I change that if there's certain things going on. Of course, if you've got kidney disease, you can't do that. If you are taking a bunch of supplements, you need more than 8 ounces of water a day in order to get the supplements to go where you want it to go. So I think really one of the other most important parts, and I did have this on another one, so I guess I'm doing like a twofer in this one. If you are in a place where you can't drink tap water, like how we are in Phoenix, there is jet fuel in our tap water. You have, yeah, it's disgusting.
What?
Yes. You have to drink reverse osmosis. So most of the bottled waters and when you fill up your 5-gallon jugs and things like that, and fridge filtration systems, those are also reverse osmosis or RO water. If you're doing that, you must add some other cellular component to your water in order to actually hydrate. So if you're somebody who's drinking RO water or bottled water out of your fridge, whatever, if it's not tap, and you're not drinking the electrolyte replenished blah, blah, blah that you get all sorts of places, then you have to add something in to get the water actually into your cells. So that can be something super simple, like a mineral replacement that you get from me or whoever or wherever. You can add lemon or blueberries or mint or cucumber, whatever you like, just so long as there's something else in the water to get it into your cells. Otherwise, your mouth gets dry, you're peeing like your water out pretty much immediately because you're essentially flushing your system with the reverse osmosis water because there's no mineral content in there. So that's one of my tips.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Huge learning.
Yeah.
I'm obviously dehydrated.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got the bottle, like the 5-gallon thingy that is that reverse?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. And I hate all things with flavor, so I make literally just like a plain straight of water.
Yeah.
Nothing in it.
Yeah. Put like a little bit of minerals in there, like a few drops of concentrated minerals.
Does it taste like anything?
No, not in that. You put like 1 in there and it's good enough. Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting so smart.
Tips. Okay, I did 2, so what's yours?
Oh, you did 2?
Kind of.
I believe 5 servings of varying color fruits and vegetables per day.
Cool.
I feel like that the micronutrients, we talked about macros, I think last time, but I think the micronutrients and the various colors do different things for you. And I'm sure most of you know this already, but something red is going to provide you with very different micronutrients than something yellow versus something blue. And so when you have a variety, then you are ensuring the balance of micronutrients, and all of it helps to your skin health, eye health, ear health, hair health, right? The whole thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. This wasn't one of my tips, but I do tell my patients to eat the rainbow. And that's kind of like a good way to remember that. If you have a totally white, yellow, beige looking plate, you're not probably getting enough nutrients in for that meal. So even if you don't know what to do with proteins versus fats versus carbs, so long as there's multicolors on your plate, then you're probably doing okay.
Yeah. And when I say 5 servings, right, if you think of it, 5 servings a day, I know personally I eat 5 times a day. So that just means like for breakfast, I'm going to make sure there's a fruit or a vegetable. For my snack, there's a fruit or a vegetable. Or not both. And a lot of people think, okay, I need a salad. I've seen people's salad. They're like, okay, that right there is probably 10 servings.
Yeah.
Like that's unnecessary. Once again, we're turning it into a competitive sport.
Yeah.
Let's not be ridiculous.
Competitive salad eating.
Yeah, like what the hell is that? You don't need like this. That's not health. That's just ridiculousness. So like you don't need to have a ton. It's just a matter about getting nutrients into your body.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours?
Okay, next one I think relating to diet specifically is that if you have a skin condition, and if Gabby, if you're listening, not to put you on blast, but if you have a skin condition, it is 95%, and I'm making that percentage up, gut related. It is not something that can be fixed topically. It is not something that's necessarily going to help with stuff that you put on your skin is what topical means. So if you have eczema, if you have psoriasis, if you have acne, if you have a number of just random rashes, so often, majority of the time, that is a gut related thing. Something needs to be investigated there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Skin is diet. That was my tip.
Yep, so skin health.
Yep.
I like it. So since we're on diet, I think my last diety one, and don't forget I'm a health coach. So I think having the proper balance of protein, fats, and starches for your body type and your activity level is super important. Because being thin is not the same as being healthy. And so, but a lot of disease comes when we are not at our ideal weight. Now, our ideal weight may not be thin. Let's be real. But when we are with the proper distribution of fat, the right amount of fat on our bodies for our ultimate health, we're doing that and maintaining that because we have the proper balance in micronutrients, and there is no one size fits all to that. Once again, you have to be your best expert. So like understanding, go back and rewatch our video from 2 weeks ago if you're not sure what that means, and you get to realize, okay, body type and activity level really dictate how much of everything you need. Size, right? I'm 4'11". I'm gonna eat less. Like I'm the size of an 8-year-old, right? Like I'm just not gonna need as much as some other people. So like just taking all that into consideration and understanding whatever you decide to start with from a macro perspective, understand you're starting there and learning, right? And your body's scanning and you're figuring it out from there, and you're altering things and understanding your body evolves and you must evolve your diet with it.
Yeah, I like it. I think my few remaining tips, and we've got about 4 minutes left, is if you're going to take any type of supplement, and this is not medical advice, I'm not your doctor, if you're going to take something, the 3 best things that you can take, generally speaking, again, talk to your doctor about it before you do this, but generally speaking, is a multivitamin. And I'm not talking about one multi or whatever what is it called? Centrum. The body does not break that down, so throw it away if you're doing that. It just comes out. Yep, comes out looking like how you saw it when you put it in your mouth. Multivitamin, an omega-3 source with 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s and a higher EPA to DHA ratio. And then finally, a probiotic. But again, this is not necessarily for everybody, but if you're on literally nothing, those are the 3 things that are like the most foundational, that can be the best and sometimes help things more than spending a bunch of money to go to GNC and have them tell you what to take.
So I would write that in the comment.
Okay.
Yeah, write that in the comment, because that's one of those things where I'm not an audio learner. So I was like, that sounds awesome. And then in 3 seconds, I'm not
omega probiotic.
There you go.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you want to add on the omega at 2,000 more EPA, DHA, right? Like all that stuff. Oh, that's important.
Oh, it says an error occurred. I'm not sure. Oh, I think because I posted it as you. I will put that in. So
as long as
you want 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s with a EPA to DHA ratio of at least 2 to 1.
See if it goes.
Hopefully everybody's seeing that.
Okay, there we go. Woohoo! Okay, so on Facebook anyway, it did the first part to go. Okay, you know what? You're good. Okay, I don't know what that error was, but okay. So yeah, my last 3 are all once again with movement. Now I'm into the movement side. So guys, I work mind, mouth, and movement. That's the premise of what I do with mine. So we talked about mind, we talked about mouth. The movement side, we talked about daily movement, but I do believe muscle is very important to the body, especially as we age, bone density, having strength. And so I do think weight training of some sort twice a week is very important for health. It keeps the metabolism high, it keeps the bone density high, as well as your tendons, your ligaments. I mean, it just allows for a strong body. It allows, as you age, to be able to get yourself up off the floor, to be able to still continue to hold your own groceries. So I think twice a week, it's not bodybuilding, it's nothing crazy, but twice a week allows you to maintain muscle mass as it tends to decrease as we age.
Cool.
And then just because I'm on that, I think
please.
Cardiovascular training, right? Pushing your heart, pushing your lungs, very different than the gentle daily movement, pushing your lungs and your heart to work harder. I think 2 times a week on that as well. And then from a flexibility standpoint, I do think 4 times a week on flexibility. I do think stretching, we're so stiff, we sit so much. I think our joints need a lot more love than the rest. So I do say an actual formalized stretching program 4 times a week. So those are my last 3 tips that are around the actual physical movement side.
Cool. Love it. I think I've only got 2 left somehow. So last 2, sleep. Sleep is foundational. If I've got a patient in here that is not sleeping, that's a problem. That's one of the first things that we fix. So there are tons of tips. please know that melatonin is not the solution. And if you're taking more than 3 milligrams and it's not doing it, then you do not have a melatonin problem. And then finally, something that a site that I use that also has an app. It's called EWG. It's www.ewg.org, and I will put that in there. This is something where you can scan your products. You can search the name, whether it's a skincare product, a food product, a hair product, a cleaning product. You will be able to identify how toxic it is, because that is a very real thing. Environmental toxins are super real. They really are causing a lot of problems for humans now. So check your cleaning products, check your body products, make sure that you're not poisoning yourself every day.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yep, I'm going to put it in the chat.
Love it. That'd be a good one for me to look as well. Yep, I didn't know about that one. So we did have a few things different.
Woo, cool.
I think it's a really good comprehensive list. And if those of you that are still watching, I don't know if there's anything that you got on your list that we didn't include on ours that you want to throw out there and share with the group for like the 1 or 2 minutes we've got left. But this is our top 10. This is not all inclusive. This is, even though it's inclusive natural medicine, these are just the top 10, the things that we think, if you're going to prioritize things in your life, what we think you should prioritize. And so you can hear between the two of us, we probably have 15 things that are high. And once again, don't make this a competitive sport. Don't make this an I should self-abuse moment. Come at it from a position of self-love and based on, once again, scan yourself. What do I need? Do you need more mind work? Do you need more supplement work? Do you need more movement? Do you need more nutritious food? Like, what do you need? And then focus there. Pick your top 2 to focus and work on this next week. Yeah. And the following week, determine, I still need to work on those 2. Let's stay there, or let's expand on that and go from there.
Bye, Christina. Thanks for joining. Yeah, totally. If you guys need help with that, both of us do virtual work. So we're happy to do little brief consults with you and kind of analyze your life and see where you might need some more balance. Thanks, Gabby. She said, I agree with everything you guys had on your list. Cool, cool.
We got some healthy followers. I love
it. Thank you.
Yeah, this was so fun. We're going to do this again where we get together and hang out in the same space for our live stream. So guys, as per usual, we'll take any requests on topics for 2 weeks from now, so we can make sure whatever content we're giving you guys, you're interested in. We've been choosing the topics for ourselves because it interests us. Yeah. So if there's anything that's on your radar, shoot it either to Dr. Katie or to myself. You can just even comment right here.
Healthy follower. Thanks, Dr. Katie. Yay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.